2016, I worked with the Big 12 Conference to do the Legacy program at the Urban Youth Academy. And as I continued to talk with the conference members, we talked about making sure that we were the greater Kansas City, right? When the Big 12 championship is here, people from Olathe and all over the surrounding area come in. So I called Jay and said, what do you know, like what could use some help? And Jay said, oh my gosh, I have an idea. And immediately he said Kansas School for the Deaf. He was just wrapping up his time with Leadership Olathe and said, Kathy, you're never going to believe this. He goes, you called at the exact perfect time.
What is something like this from the Big 12, from the Sports Commission that just kind of started with the Leadership Olathe project? What does it mean to a school like this?
Well, when we came to meet with them, I mean, the gym already existed, right? But the court needed some attention. And for them to hear from us that we could help make the court better and then do some other projects around the court, I think they were speechless at first and kind of looked at me and didn't believe me. So for me, it was very touching to know that what we could do is going to make an impact for years to come. That really kind of caught me off guard that this was a really, really big deal, more than I ever imagined.
And what does it mean? Obviously, you talked a little bit about at the beginning about, you know, giving back to something in Kansas. What does it mean to a city like Olathe to have something like this, have the Big 12, such a big entity, and the Sports Commission come in and be a part of this project?
Well, you know, Big 12 is nationally recognized, and now you have a Big 12 logo permanently on the court. So when people come in here, it's kind of now wait a minute, what's the story? So I think the story here today is going to be a story for months and months to come and years to come. Something else we're doing is the students will be signing the national anthem at the Big 12 championship game on Saturday. More national exposure for Kansas School for the Deaf. So I think that the impact in Olathe is just being felt today, but it'll have ripples for a long time to come.
What is something like this, a project like this that started, you know, a year ago, what does it mean to a school like KSD?
Well, you know, I think there's the very practical aspect of just getting the bleachers repaired and having the floor painted and refinished and new padding and new baskets and all of the things that will pay a dividend for them for a long time to come. But it's a collaboration that I think deepens our roots in the area and lets us spread it around just a little bit. You know, we were in the inner city of Kansas City last year, and now we're a little farther away from town. But the Kansas School for the Deaf is an organization that's making a profound impact on the citizens of the state of Kansas. And so we want to be a part of that. We want to help wherever we can, and we want to look for projects that are additive. You know, we don't want to go out and help organizations that don't need the help. As we all know, secondary education, especially specialty education, is having funding challenges, and so this is one small way to help.
And I understand that some of the students are going to be signing the national anthem at the Big 12 final. That's just another feather in the cap of what you've been able to do and what kind of the impact that has not only on KSD but the city of Olathe and even the Big 12 and across the entire nation.
Well, you know, that's the best kind of partnership, is ones that benefit everybody. But this is about doing something good for somebody in Kansas and Kansas City, and I think that we've accomplished that on this occasion. And having the kids involved in the championships just a kind of a fun way for them to get a benefit from it as well.